Mama told me put the kid in, so I did it. Baby came out black as Sam Jack in Pulp Fiction. I'm light-skinned. My granddaddy Indian. That black ass baby fucking up my lineage and dividends. With your black ass. With your black asses. With your black ass babies. Anderson Paak's not even light skinned. I'm live. It's light. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi, Vanity. Hi, Michelle's daughter. It is so cold. It was so cold. I was just freezing all day today. Hi, Vanity. Hi, Michelle's daughter. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Mel. Camp Powhatan. Kimberly, hi. Hi, Marcus. Hi, Bambusa. Roderick, I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. Hi, Fam Samity Sam. Hi, Mistress Cross. Hi, JB. Thank you. Vanity said he's not even handsome either. I mean, I can see how he's somebody's cup of tea, but sir, you're not light skinned. Like, you want to be light skinned because you're a fucking colorist. I love Thursday videos. Hi, Kakashi Cowboy. Hi, Xavier. Hi, Tim. Hi, Daya. How are you? Hi. Hi, Jaleese. What's up? I should adjust this light. It's like right in my face. What's up, guys? How's everybody's week going? This is totally random and not like on topic to anything that I was just saying. But so I've also been thinking a lot about manufacturing. I wanted to talk about this last week, but I started thinking about Nickelodeon versus Disney, so I didn't talk about it last week. But I've been thinking a lot about manufacturing and all these manufacturing problems. And it's so interesting, like, it's really interesting, these manufacturing issues, because they're talking about, like, oh, like, all the manufacturing is, like, all messed up, because, like, all the manufacturing is done overseas, right? Especially, like, computer chips and stuff that are in everything. A lot of it's done in China, right? Because, like, so much stuff got, like, outsourced overseas because it was, like, cheaper. But now, like, the factory, like, chain and the supply and shit is, like, all messed up because of COVID. And so now they're trying to, like, kickstart factory work back in the United States, but they're like not having enough people that are like qualified to like work in the factories. And like, oh, hi, King Kimbro, hi, thank you, super chat. They're like not having enough people that have like the skills to like work in the factories, so there's also like a labor shortage. And it's just like so interesting. Like, it's so interesting seeing these chickens motherfucking coming home to roost. Because for, like, so many years, shit was being, like, outsourced because of capitalism, outsourced overseas because it's, like, cheaper, and, like, all this stuff. And, like, school system not being updated, infrastructure not being updated, like, not preparing people. And now they're like, oh, shit, what are we going to do? Whoa, maybe we shouldn't have outsourced all of our manufacturing overseas. And maybe we should actually fucking teach people how to fucking do stuff and pay them a living wage. Shocked Pikachu face. Anyways, hi. Hi, Sims. Hi, Francesca. I was here for the roasting. Hi, Xavier. Yeah, I'm chilly. I have my space heater on, and I was chilly. It's chilly back here. I'm good. Miss you guys. Life's been busy. Busy's good, Daya. Busy's good, though. It's good to see you. Hi, Naomi. I thought for a long time before I decided to like do that video, though, for real, by wig, because I was just like, you know, on the one hand, I feel like I said what I have to say about it. My mind really hasn't changed on how I feel, and like I don't care. Like, I really don't care. Like, you guys know, like, I really don't care, for example, about like a Grammy or like an award. Like, I don't care. I've written extensively on how I feel about awards. I've done several videos. I have a whole playlist called I Hate Award Shows that you guys could check out. I have serious issues with like the use of an award as a marker of artistic validation, because like Can you really objectively tell me? You know, like an award is basically like this voting body that's like mostly made up of like old white men know your name so they voted for you, or you know, whatever reason you're a palatable white person or non-black person of color doing traditionally black American music, you know, all that. And that's just like in music, but it's like the same thing for like Oscars and like SAG Awards, like all that. Like it's a popularity contest. Sympathy and payola. People are. I know nothing about One Direction, but I know like Zayn Malik like recently tweeted some stuff about like, you know, fuck the Grammys for that reason. People do like campaigns, you know, like for your consideration campaigns, vote for me. It's all subjective. Like I have, you know, the goalpost changes every year. You know, like when Beyonce lost to Beck, it was because like Beck was more artistic, even though Beyonce like outsold Beck. But like when Beyonce lost to Adele, it was like, well, Adele outsold, even though Lemonade was more artistic. I've done videos on all this stuff that's in the I Hate Awards playlist. So like I really hate awards. Like I really don't give a fuck about an award. Like I really don't care about awards. I really don't care about that type of shit. But on the other hand, it's like, but it's wrong. Like, it's wrong. Like, it's wrong. Like, what they're doing is wrong. I find it morally repugnant. I find what they're doing to be just morally wrong. I find it to just be gross and disgusting. And, you know, they can't get away with it. But really, what really, like, tossed me over the edge of deciding to do the video was, like, the fans. Because the fans really was, like, proving my point. Because I was like, look at this. I literally have racist fans that's proving my point. Like, y'all don't like niggas. Like, y'all like calling niggas gorillas and shit. But you don't think Bruno Mars is no fucking gorilla. Even though he's dressed up like us gorillas. Dancing like us gorillas. Singing like us gorillas. But you don't think he's no fucking gorilla. But you real comfortable calling me one. You're proving my point. Now you get a video. Thank you. Is this in yen? Thank you. Thank you, PB. All of my money's in yen. All of my buddies on 10. All of my work is selling. Thank you and please come again. All we know here is the win. Fabulous gone with the win. All of this one of a kind, but if I order it, get it again. Now I kind of want to do the rest. I see all these pretend Barbies. I'm beginning to end Barbies. I am Nikki the Ninja, Harajuku. Remember, I've been Barbie. Playboy Barbie. Cover of Playboy Barbie. In New York, I really rocks. Axe Playboy Cardi. All of these niggas want to do me now. Sunning these hoes like it's gloomy out. All of my niggas on hammer time. Walking that place with the toolie out. Walking that place with the toolie out. Killers and robbers, that's Julia. All of... What? Hi, melanated cutie. Walking that bitch with my boobies out. Wet beater torn like Natalie and Bruglia. What am I doing? I'm blocking you. Because I don't know who the fuck you are. And you keep asking stupid questions. Like, you're getting blocked. Bye. That's what I'm doing. You know that I stay with them great lines. In bitches' careers, cut them break lines. It's true. You gonna be a episode of Dateline. End up on the cover of LA Times. Fuck, I just heard through the grapevine. These little musty bitches thinking they could take mine. These bitches' chances looking slimmer than my waistline. Man, that shit been over since playtime. Watch flooded hoe, I can't even FaceTime. These bitches gotta FaceTime for them hate crimes. Playboy, hit me on my FaceTime. The biggest feature out the Big Apple since FaceTime. Ice water. Whoa. That's my song. Underrated verse to the max. Super underrated. I was here for the roasting. Yeah, I had to do it. Had to do it. Hi, Jonas fan. Hi, wishful thinking, outsourcing. Woo! Nicole! How is it going? Virtual acting school. My friend asked me to give her a list of Black-owned businesses, so I'm happy. Woo! Pass her the Black-owned gift guide. Hi, Kylo. And there's Melanated Cutie. Hi, Marcy. I've only been on for 10 minutes. I just started. I'm here for more factory jobs in the USA so long as they pay a livable wage with good health insurance. That includes quality mental health. Outsourcing is the manifestation of capitalism. People are very short sighted and blinded by greed. Yes, and it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Capitalism gonna capitalize. Ooh, nice. Is it gonna be open? It's gonna be open. Are you guys open? Is everybody open where you are? Oh, you're in Texas, right? You're definitely open, Nicole. You don't even have no mask mandate. The scammies and all these award shows are pointless and trash. You said it best. It's a popularity contest, right? And that's why it's also so funny to me when people are like somebody sent me some shit that was like, well, my fave is gonna be at the Grammys, so like be mad about it. Like, bitch, number one, I don't give a fuck about your fave performing at no fucking Grammys. Your fave been begging on Twitter for a week to perform at the Grammys because they fucking care about that shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, motherfuckers literally beg and plead for fucking Grammys. It's like hilarious. Hi, Richie. Where was I? Or you buy your award or nepotism. Scammies and all these award shows are pointless and trash. Oh, popularity contest, sorry. Thank goodness I put my kids in trade school in. My son is doing HVAC. I told him to make sure your job can be outsourced. Do you guys remember? I can't really remember. So I really don't remember if this is an old video, but I feel like it is. Do you guys remember this old video that I did where I said, I don't even remember what it's called. I feel like it's called like Don't Go to College or something like that. And I said, I was like, I don't think that we should encourage people to go to college like directly out of high school. I think that we should like encourage especially Black kids to like learn a trade and then to possibly work their way through school and not accrue a ton of debt and to like pick up skills that will always be useful, like HVAC or nursing or I remember I don't remember like what I said this in, but I remember I said it somewhere because one of the other skills that I also brought up was like maybe get into like construction or get into like metalworking, because I remember like years later somebody left me a comment that was like, oh, Saran, I saw a video or something that you did like a long time ago where you said to like do a trade, like maybe getting into metalworking. And they were like, I got into metalworking and it like really helped me a lot. Like, I was just like, you see? But when I said that, y'all, I remember when I said that, I got so much pushback. I got so much pushback because people were like, you shouldn't be encouraging Black kids not to go to college. And I was like, well, I'm not really like, I'm not saying just don't go to college, but I'm saying like, we should encourage our kids not to just mindlessly go to college like straight out of high school and accrue all this debt and they don't even know what they're doing until the third or fourth year or fifth or sixth because they don't know what the fuck they're doing and they're just, and they're not working and like they don't know what's going on. Like, at least give them some skills so they can make some money, always have a skill, always be prepared, always be able to work. And they were like, no, Saran, our ancestors fought and died for us to be able to go to college. You can't just be telling the kids not to go to college. And I'm just like, all right, Motherfuckers always have a problem with my perfectly logical, my perfectly fucking logical statements. I knew that Trinidad James only got paid after the fact, but I did not know he didn't get a Grammy. I just assumed he would get one since he was credited. Nope, Trinidad James did not get a Grammy. And that little measly $150,000 that they threw his way really wasn't nothing. Really wasn't nothing. Like, it really wasn't nothing. You guys know Bruno Mars' alleged net worth is like $175 million. I hate to laugh. I don't like to laugh because, like, it's really not funny. But, like, they literally did the equivalent of, like, they tossed Trinidad James, like, a couple quarters, like, here, take these little dimes. Like, they literally nickel and dime this nigga. Like, here, take this little bit of money. Like, here. They're saying we have to pay you something. So here, and be happy about it too, nigger. Take these pennies and be fucking happy about it. At least you got something. Like, which I've also, like, seen people saying, like, well, at least he got paid. He didn't even get paid what he was worth for that. Motherfuckers is multimillionaires not giving shit back to the Black community. cosplaying their way through Black American genres, and everybody's fine with it. I love the music. Is it crack? Is it crack? Is it crack? Is it crack? Nah, it's cocaine. Y'all know Bruno Mars a cokehead, too. He been busted in Vegas numerous times with the nose candy. Here, nigga, damn. Hi, Ori. Black people being into anime. Oh, let me screenshot that. Some people have also said that they want a similar video on K-pop, but y'all, like, I don't know. Y'all trying to get the K-pop people on me. Hi, Sam. So many Black Americans were robbed of awards just for white people and non-Black POC to regurgitate it several decades later and get undeserved recognition. Exactly, Xavier. And motherfuckers really, like, the funniest part to me is, like, motherfuckers really are fine with it. Like, people are really fine. Like, they really don't care. I don't know if it's just, like, a lack of self-respect or, like I said, like, a lack of understanding of, like, why it matters. I definitely feel like people are very much confused about, like, the ways in which, like, systemic privilege comes into play. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Hi, Sincere. Hi, Line 10 Mint. Twerks to the beat. Oh, Saturn. Oh, Saturn, I see your Solange avatar. End up on the cover of LA Times. Hi, Vanity. Hi, Jay. Hi, Keep Making. I'm here. So much to ask you. Hi, Keep Making. Certain butter made me fall down a Nicki rabbit hole. When am I dropping a mixtape? Child, never. Those ain't my lines. I don't steal lines unlike other people. I don't steal songs and lines and lyrics and dress them up and call them my own unlike other people. As you guys can see, this hood is going to definitely be a part of the shade today. Hi, Zaziar. I hope I'm saying that right. Hi, Avant-Garde. That was so beautiful. I love that Nicki verse. Roderick, Atlanta never shut down. I know, like, I see people talk about stuff they gonna do. I'm like, y'all open? And y'all, we never shut down, sis. Like, what pandemic? Atlanta really been open the whole pandemic. SMH, there's Richie. No, you're not, Jay. Well, yes, if you're leading them on. But if you're not leading them on and they want to give you stuff, no. All these awards are irrelevant now. Hi, Tierra. Hi, Krayshawn. Oh, yay, Francesca, you're the reason I made that decision. Yes, I'm in Texas with a dumbass capitalist as a governor who's lifting the mask mandate, but I'm still wearing mine. Apparently, a lot of privately owned businesses are going to require masks for service. It's going to be a lot of videos circulating around of fucking entitled-ass customers getting into fights with, like, customer service people. And that's the part that bothers me about, like, the whole mask mandate thing, right? Because it's like, you know, these politicians and stuff that don't have to deal with the fucking fallout and the outcome of some of this stuff, they don't have no problem with being like, mask mandate, we don't need a mask mandate, or like opening up, we're going to open up, or like this and this and this. And then it's like the regular ass fucking person that's only working for fucking $6 an hour at the grocery store or, you know, at the restaurant or something, that when the person comes in and they're like, I'm not wearing no mask, and they start spitting on people or physically fighting and shit, the governors and the politicians and shit, they don't have to deal with that. The fucking low income workers that motherfuckers is running around calling heroes, they're the ones that have to deal with that. It's not right. I have such a fucking strong sense of justice. I really do. I mean, like, it's not right. It's morally wrong. Like, I don't personally care, but on like a metaphysical, philosophical level, I care because it's wrong. Yes, you said to learn either electronics, welding, painting, CNA, nursing, etc. If I had to do it all over again, I would have gone to trade school, like for hair, makeup, nails, or coding. Yay, Roderick! Oh, it was you! Let me screenshot that. That was me. I did welding in high school, and I told you that on Twitter. Yes, I remember. I was like, somebody specifically said to me like that they got into it because I recommended it and that it was very helpful. But I just remember like at the time when I said it, it was like all this pushback because they were like, you shouldn't be encouraging black kids not to go to school. Our ancestors fought and died for us to be able to go to school. Like motherfuckers don't even listen. Like people really don't listen. They really don't listen. I remember that video. I was here for it. I didn't finish school, but I started picking up horticulture as a trade. I definitely encourage other black youth to get certificates in horticulture, said Avant-Garde. We will have more jobs if we manufactured here. It's sickening to know a billion-dollar corporation gets material from Congolese and other child labor. Hi, the Black Breeze. I remember your video on Don't Go to College. It would have saved my life if I had seen your video just a couple years before. I wasted 2 years of college, SMH. I was not allowing my kids to go into debt for the rest of their life to learn some stuff they could learn on their own. Hi, Line 10 Mint. Hey, y'all. Yes, do trades of all kinds. In structure or interior design, electrician, licenses. Yeah, I know I said electrician, too. Like, still to this day, there's certain trades that we're always going to need. Like, we're always going to need plumbers. That's just, like, something that we need. We're always going to need electricians. That's just something that we need. And there are certain things that are never going to become automated either because, like, it's just too, like, volatile. Because, unless we're really able to simulate intelligence in machines, in which case it doesn't matter because we're all dead. You guys know how I feel about the fucking machine, the rise of the machines, the Skynet, artificial intelligence shit. But like up until a certain point, a machine is like still gonna like hit a wall. So there's like always gonna also be some things like nursing that people don't feel comfortable having like machines take care of their parents and stuff like that. You know, like there's certain things that we're always gonna need people for. Why not learn those trades? I attended a trade high school. Yes, exactly. And speaking of new artists, did you see that new Doja Cat video? No, but a lot of people have been asking me about it for Streets, right? I am going to watch it. I just haven't watched it yet, but I am going to watch it. And if I feel like, doing a video review on it, I will. Especially because I was just talking about music videos. So a lot of people actually left comments. I didn't even know the Streets video was coming out. But a lot of people left comments on that video in particular, asking me to check out the Doja Cat one. But did you see the new Doja Cat video? Can anyone explain how Doja Cat is turning out to be the best performer out of the other girls? I got some theories on Doja Cat. Doja Cat seems like she really loves music. And she seems like she also really likes creating, which I know is how people even got into Doja Cat in the first place. Like watching her go on live and like put together beats, write songs on live. Like she's talented. She's just a dumbass. Like you really are, I don't know, like Doja Cat's been trying to do music for a while. I don't know if I really don't know. Like I don't know if that was like a self-sabotage. I really don't know what that whole thing with Doja Cat even was. But it's like, like you literally dropped out of high school to do music. You've been doing music for a long time. You've been like putting this fan base together for a long time. You finally get this #1 and you're like still, doing just dumb stuff. But it definitely seems like she got some kind of wake up call of like motherfuckers will snatch your career from you. Like they will snatch all of it from you. So I definitely feel like now she's going even like 10 times more harder with her performances, with her music videos, just with everything, because it almost seems like now she has something to prove. She wants people to take her seriously as an artist. Which I noticed there was some news recently that she said something like she's not going to do certain things anymore. Like she's not going to do TikTok videos anymore or something. Or like she's not going to do joke songs and joke music anymore, like the Moo shit. Because she said like she wants people to take her serious. Like, yeah, bitch, like you thought all that trolling shit was funny until motherfuckers really showed you like they will snatch your career, ho. Like they don't care. And so now it just seems like she's just like keeping her head down and trying to like put out quality work so that people will take her serious, which is probably a good strategy for her. That's probably a good strategy. She is talented, so we'll see. I'm going to watch it. Hi, Girl Interrupted. Jay, I attended Job Corps. Your advice was logical, and having a trade helps you figure things out when you do decide to go to college. Doja Cat is really outworking her other colleagues right now. Yes, that 150K they gave Trinidad James was a joke. Seren, you're not even telling black kids not to go to college. You're just telling them to go to straight trade school first, especially since a lot of BAs don't have that generational wealth to lean on. Nicole, people really don't listen. Like, they really don't actually listen to, like, the words that's actually coming out of my mouth. They just, like, really, people really will just, like, take whatever they want. They will really take whatever they want. And you'd be like, it's not what I said. Like, maybe that's what you heard, but that's not what the fuck I said. Of course you love the music is black music. I hate when people say that. I hate the things people always say our ancestors died for. Our ancestors died so that we could mind our own business and not be bothered, in my humble opinion. Yeah, they love that. Our ancestors fought and died. Shut the fuck up. Trinidad James should have sued for nothing less than 10 million. Bruno Fraud copied and pasted his song. 150K was not enough. Hi, Owen. At least 10 million. Hi, Black Cat. Hi, Chariot Man Gaming. Hi, Latafita. Yes, I seen people call him Bruno Fraud. Have me on the floor. Because y'all know that's what we also be calling Cardigan Backyardigan. And they have a whole fraud song together. And you guys know, like, I hate that song so much. Like, I have such problems with that fucking song, Finesse. My main issue with that song is that there are rules. This is how I know neither one of these motherfuckers are black. There's rules to slang terminology. Like, there's rules to, like, Black American vernacular English. The way that the grammar, you guys know grammar is my life's greatest joy. You guys know I love grammar. Like, the grammar of, like, slang terminology is specific. So, like, the whole concept of, like, dripping in finesse is grammatically unsound in terms of, like, slang. Because in slang, the way the Black American vernacular English works, drip is, like, a noun or possibly an adjective. It is not a verb. Finesse is the verb. Like, you finesse people, or you wear drip, okay? Like, or you have the drip, shit like that. So this whole concept of got me dripping in finesse, that literally makes no sense. That literally makes no sense. That is not grammatically sound in terms of, like, slang terminology. Like, y'all don't know. Like, they don't even know. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't understand our culture. They don't understand slang. They don't understand the way that we use terms. Like, maybe the terms would have made more sense if it was like finesse the drip or something. I don't know. But as soon as I heard the song, I was like, this song makes no sense. Dripping in finesse makes no sense. Yes, like dripping in fleek, dripping in finesse, all this shit. Exactly, Danya. You're supposed to finesse the drip. You are not dripping in finesse. They don't even understand the rules. Like, y'all are not black. You don't understand the way that niggas talk. Neither one of y'all are niggas. Y'all are both cosplaying as some niggas. Like, I don't know. Y'all probably had some fucking Swedish people write this song. Y'all just had, like, a list of words. Okay, I know. We know the niggers say drip. We know the niggers say finesse. We know the niggas say fleek. Let's... come on, Bjorn. We gotta make something work. We gotta make something work with this. We gotta make something work. You know, as long as we put a good Bobby Brown beat on it, and we dress the kids up in some bucket hats and some colorful clothes, it'll be a hit. They'll go along with it. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. That's literally 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 what happened. It's so interesting. It's so interesting. Like, that's literally fucking what happened. I don't know. Hi, Sketchnificent. Hi, Northern Belle. That's how it went in the meeting. Melanated Cutie, I'm telling you. I know how the meeting went. I know how the meeting went. Like, you guys know that that's the reasoning behind Britney Spears. Hit me, baby, one more time. It was because they were non-American writers, and they were trying to use the slang of hit me up. Like, you know, like, my loneliness is killing me. Like, I miss you so much. Like, give me a sign. Call me. Hit me up. But the writers were, like, some non-Americans that, like, didn't understand the concept of this. This is, like, slang. Like, it doesn't, you know, like, hit me up. They changed it to hit me. Hit me, baby, one more time, which is not the same. It's the exact same thing for finesse, dripping in finesse. It's the exact same concept. Like, y'all don't even know what these words mean. Like, motherfuckers literally have a binders full of Black American slang, looks, artists, music, musical genres, like, but they don't really know what none of this shit means. It's literally like they have a fucking whiteboard. Have you guys ever been to like, or have you guys ever seen any of those meetings or been to one of those meetings where there's like a whiteboard and motherfuckers are just like throwing words on the board and just like whatever motherfucking lands, they're like, that's it. We going with that. It sounds like how the niggers talk to me. Like, hit me one more time. Like, no, niggas say hit me up, but you don't know that. And y'all have no niggers, actual ones, in the writing room. Like, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Yes, it's true. Hi, Bambusa. Oh, super chat again from King Kimbro. Thank you. I'm so far behind, though. I mean, I'm looking at what's there, but, like, let me go back to where I was. Where was I? Where was I? Hi, Meek. Okay, there. Owen, Chariot Man Gaming, Black Cat, Latafita, I see you. Virtual acting school is going really great. A lot cheaper since it's online and because it's remote. Oh, awesome, Nicole. So happy. Because it's remote, I don't have to stress over the cost of living in LA or NY while attending. Motherfuckers getting roasted into the nether realm. Oh, and hi, Diego. Meek, I've been in quarantine, but working from home nevertheless. People make me feel life passing me by. Hi, Queen. The close hood. Ooh, that would be so cool, Nicole. Felicia Rashad. New Orleans is in Modifies Phase 3. Hi, Cher. Hi, Bushy Brows. Uber and Lyft drivers get it a lot when they tell people to wear masks. These jobs already don't protect Black workers. Imagine if Black workers insist on wearing a mask. These jobs will not back them up. Share. Heroes. Now we're expendable. It's insane with that mask situation. Bushy Brows, you're always someone who's spoken out against things that are unfair. I'm the same way. Wish I was more vocal. You should practice. Definitely not mad at switching careers. Don't regret at all going into nursing. I have no clue what tier Las Vegas is doing. We're not open, but we're still supposed to wear masks in public. I've been watching these Karen videos where they're spitting on people. It's messed up. Coders, Richie, yeah, Skynet. Especially since this infrastructure is on its last leg. Ori, I got sad when the Bruno video ran out of updates. That video is literally like 4 days of just me being like, and another thing. I uploaded that video like 5 times. And it just like kept getting progressively longer and longer and longer and longer. I remember this guy in my media class who went to school to become an electrician first and was able to pay the full 4 years out of pocket and provide for his son. I still went to college because I wanted to, but I'm glad that I did welding, especially because it's so much money in it. Awesome, Roderick. Excellent. You're going to be impressed with Streets by Doja Cat. She definitely showed why she's one of the best. Hi, Warren. Hey, everyone. I remember the discussion about trades. It helped me feel better about having auto mechanic skills. Those skills helped me out being unemployed during COVID with no unemployment coming in all this time. Right? Like, people act like, oh, it's so beneath them to get some skills. But as soon as your motherfucking car break down, you take your car somewhere to get it fixed. As soon as your toilet back up, you call in the motherfucking plumber. Somebody is taking out your fucking garbage. Somebody has to come fix your lights. Like, these are skills. Like, these are skills that people need. Like, somebody has to do it. Like, and it's money in it. And you can definitely pick up a skill. A trade doesn't have to be your life's joy or anything like that, but you could definitely pick up a skill, pick up a trade and a skill that you will always have whenever you need money. And then you can like work while you go to school and work your way through school, or figure out school while you have money coming in. I just don't understand. People are so quick to like discourage niggas from doing shit. It's like really, I feel like this is really a thing. Like, you'd be like, oh, people should go to trade school. No, niggas shouldn't do that. People should support black-owned businesses. No, niggas shouldn't do that. That's not the reason for the wealth gap. I didn't say that it was. Like, I just said, like, these are maybe some things that, like, we could do. Like, we can also do. Like, the fuck? My ancestors didn't die for me to take out garbage. I mean, like, well, you do know that, like, Martin Luther King did die, and he was in Memphis for the sanitation workers strike. Like, okay, anyways, let me keep going. Let me keep going through these comments. Doja has a great team and creativity. Doja is a certified e-girl. It seems like that whole thing was pure ignorance and self-hatred. She was trying way too hard to be an edgelord. Hi, Mo. In regards to Doja Cat, this almost reminds me of how Rihanna outworked the other girls on her label. Yeah, even though people felt like the other girls were more talented, I feel like Doja's been humbled. Yeah, she definitely got humbled by that situation, Bushy Brows. Definitely. She's very much an internet person that didn't think about it. She's talented. She's just a dumbass. Let's Play is a Doja Cat or Kanye West. Doja does seem to be learning, and I can respect that. I would have been way more interested in her without the scandal. The scandal held her back from me, made me not take her seriously and cancel her before I really knew who she was. That's exactly what I'm saying, Christian. Like, she had just literally got her first #1. Literally. Like, and this is somebody that I want to say people have been talking, like, there's been like, Doja Cat's been sort of like on my radar, but I never tuned super in for probably at least 5 years, because I remember like my friend listening to her album Amala. I feel like that's what it's called. And she had like pink hair. I never listened to Amala. Still haven't listened to Amala. Not interested. But that was like a couple of years ago. Like, she's been around for a while. And I just don't understand, like, how can you be around for a while, working on your music, working on your craft, you're putting shit out, you finally get your #1, and then this is what you do. Like, it really seemed like, it's really some kind of self-sabotage or something. I really don't know. She had a YouTube channel before becoming famous, so maybe she was just too comfortable. Yeah, that's what I said. Hi, TJ Super Chat, thank you. Keep doing your thing. Don't let the zealots pull you down. Thank you. I definitely think she was too comfortable with that stupid, that shit. Like, she was just too comfortable. Like, and you know, if you want to be an edge lord or a troll girl, a troll or a cam girl, you know, for these crackers, you can't also be trying to be a serious musician or whatever. Like, it just doesn't compute. Thank you, TJ. Stay warm. Hi, Adrian. I'm glad Trinidad James found a niche and is making more money now. Oh, yeah. I saw him on Anti-Black Noisy a few years ago, and he was so down and out. Yeah, like, they definitely didn't pay him enough money. Tim, Country Grammar was a good album. Yes, they're definitely misusing Black American vernacular English. Friday is unmatched. Hi, Mara. I'm doing good. Yeah, Warren, dripping in Fleet. You supposed to finesse the drip. Exactly, Danye. Drip is the verb and finesse is the noun in their mind. They had it all wrong. So, yes, exactly. Oh, and the whole song sounds like white people trying to speak it. You called that Bama wig. It took me out. I was like, bye, wig. Bye. Bye. You and your wig need to go home and leave my vicinity. The Black Riders must have been on vacation. Bruno did finesse his drip. He sure did. He sure motherfucking did finesse his whole drip, his whole swag. Bjorn. Black American vernacular English is so specific to where verbs are even conjugated differently. People don't understand it at all. Oh, and they're sketchnificent. I bet you that's exactly how it went in the meeting. It's like when corporations use slang to relate, using it all wrong. Yes, and you guys remember I did a video on that brand blackface. I was like, why are fucking Twitter accounts for corporations tweeting, we finna go have this chicken sandwich? No, you're not, Wendy's. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. And people like that shit too. Like, they eat it up. They think it's funny. It's really not. It's really not funny. It's really not funny. It's like when people shoehorn Black American vernacular English and try to say it's internet slang and that it has no rules. Right. It's just internet slang. It's just young people slang. No, y'all got this language from niggas and you don't even know how to speak it. Max Martin, right? He's Swedish. Yup, exactly, Black Cat. Britney single makes so much more sense now. Like, even in Finesse, they didn't say their fit looked drippy or anything. The whole song made no sense. And it just had that, you know, it had that just got home Friday night, feeling right. It had that New Jack Swing, that whole stolen, like the beat was stolen, like the whole, everything was stolen. They have fucking Bruno Fraud and Fraudier Fraud, like, literally dressed up like it's fucking in living color. Like, and people thought it, that's why I said, like, they're really tweaking motherfuckers' little nostalgia. Like, they're pushing the nostalgia button. They're, like, tweaking the little nipples of, like, the 90s nostalgia. Like, there was literally, like, a 60s doo-wop phase, and there was, like, a 70s sort of funky phase, and then there was like a transition to like a 80s 90s New Jack Swing, and then we like worked our way up to the Trinidad James. Don't believe me, just watch. Like, it was like like, and it was corny, and it was fucking corny. Like, the video was corny, the song was corny. Like, he's the fucking cornball. Everything he does is fucking corny. His whole entourage, like, all of them, like, they're all fucking cornballs. But motherfuckers like that corny shit right now, because it's like, again, like, it's hitting the nostalgia button hard as fuck. Because we all know, yeah, like, we all know that Johnny Kim song. Like, we all know that song. So when we hear that little, like, pop, 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 tap, tap, you know, when we hear that, we all know Poison by New Edition. So when we hear that, we have a emotional, we're making a connection, and they know that. It doesn't matter if the lyrics actually make any sense. It doesn't matter if these are like actual Black people. Like, it doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. It's like a cosplay. It's like an impersonation. Or again, it's like somebody that's like, you know, they're like an impersonator, or like a wedding singer, or a karaoke singer, or a cruise ship singer. Like, they're just trying to like give you, like I said, like some nostalgia or something. Like, they're trying to give you what you want in that moment. It is, you're right, it is. Sorry, I'm thinking of something else, New Edition. You're right. Poison is by Belle Biv DeVoe. Sorry, I was thinking of something else, a different New Edition song. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Queen Brittany. Feel good music. Yes, feel good music. Which I think is also why people have gotten so emotionally attached to Bruno Mars, that they feel personally offended, because they feel like somebody left a comment on my Instagram page that was like, Bruno Mars has been my one, you know, ray of light and hope in these dark, trying times, and you just don't want people to be happy. Why are you so emotionally attached? You're emotionally attached deliberately. They're doing it deliberately. They're trying to like hit that feel good button. It's feel good music from niggas. Shit that makes us feel good. That is now being like packaged up in this like non-Black package to become more palatable for a wider audience, and people are getting really emotionally attached to the shit. Like, it's too much. It's too much. But they don't even, again, but like motherfuckers don't even know the history. Like, they don't know the history of where that fucking pompadour came from. They don't know the history of where these clothes came from. They don't know the history of where these beats came from, where these lyrics came from, where these dance styles came from. Nothing. They really think it's something new. And what is that? Slap some blonde hair on it and calling it something else? And the immortal words of Gabrielle Union? And bring it on? Y'all know what it is. I don't even have to say it. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Let me go back. Let me scroll up to where I was at. was I? Hi, Nelson. There we go. That's where English. Yeah, it's what they imagine our culture to be. Exactly, Krayshawn, because they don't actually know. There's Hush 420, Bambusa. These K-pop stars also really mess up the Black American vernacular English structure. It really doesn't make sense. That's why even when you learn a new language, you don't know it truly until you understand the cultural nuances and slang. Hi, Hush 420. They probably got a notebook just for you, Seren. Binders! Binders full of Black American inspiration. Hi, Queen Brittany. And there's Nelson. Hi. Hi, Nikki. Spitting is assault. It definitely is. Hi, Kaylin. I'm afraid of those motherfuckers who will assault you for wearing a mask around them, trying to get you to take it off. That's, wow. Trade schools are the future. Hi, Robin. I want to learn more trades. Seren's college course is sociology through pop culture. That's why they took trades out of high schools and put in standardized tests, was to keep people from learning them. Trades are great, finding a skill that you can grow with if you want. Hi, Blackwoods. I motherfucking recently learned that the SATs was created by a white supremacist, a eugenicist who literally created them to prove that fucking black people were stupider than whites. I did not know that. Racism's everywhere. The system of racism, white supremacy, and like anti-blackness specifically, and like anti-black American sentiment also is fucking everywhere. Like, it's literally everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. And I have another old video. I think it's called like I hate everything, or like everything is racist. And I was like, because when I say this, people act like it's impossible. They act like it's literally impossible. Like, racism can't be everywhere. Like, everything can't be racist. Come on. I to this day don't understand why people say that or think that. Like, no, it is. Why do you find that hard to believe? Like, why does that seem far-fetched? I don't get it. You can make like $95K in NYC sanitation after 5 years. I think people look down on these jobs like trades and then project that insecurity into others. My ancestors said, let a nigga live and let us be. They did not say rely on the mofos that persecuted them and support the system that held them back. Oh, motherfucking word. As you always say, Alicia. Doja Cat is Nicki's best son at the moment. Why did that tickle me? It's funny. Hi, Basima. Yeah. I heard someone who was in the same tiny chat room as Doja confirm everything was false and that was an incel attack anyway. She was just still too comfortable in those chat rooms. The internet is weird. Wendy's ain't finna do a damn thing. I had Sam's Club tweet me back. That's what's up. Right, I hate it. As long as Igloo Australia and Cardigan Backyardigans still have a career, I'm not canceling Doja or Azealia Banks. It's just Twitter stan language. Are you dumb? There was a lot of misinformation spread about that Doja mess. It wasn't as bad as people made it out to be. I'm just glad she woke up and realized she's a public figure now. The Johnny Kim swag was definitely stolen by Bruno. Why do you think black women are so invested in Cardi? I do not know. I don't know if she's sprinkling crack on them records. I don't know if it's Santeria. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Why people are so obsessed with her and like want her to win. I guess, well, you know what? I think people want her to win. Now that I just said that, I do think people want her to win. And in America, we love a rags to riches story, which she is. So maybe, you know, I think people are just like maybe just like more of an emotional attachment. Like people feel emotionally attached because they feel like they watched her come up in a way. But like fuck her. Like I still don't understand. Like she could definitely like stab a black woman to death in the middle of the street and people would be like, it's fine, it's not her fault. She's just so real. She's just from the streets. That's just what they do where she's from. I'm still gonna support her. I don't know. After she was throwing shoes and people were still supporting her, I was just like, there's really nothing this girl could do. Like, she has a whole felony case for like sending people to like slice up faces and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. All of this is Black American slang and culture, which people feel like they can get easy access to now via the internet without getting close enough to niggas to actually learn about it for real, said Ori. What people do and what people don't understand is that all of these images of Bruno are rebrand. They are intentionally done by him and his team, and they know it will be well received. I said the same thing, Bushy Brows. I said the same thing in 2018. I was like, Bruno Mars is not naive, because people also have it in their mind that like he doesn't know what's happening. He knows what's happening. Like he's not he's not naive. He knows. The Culture Vulture nipple twisters. I'll listen to some actual 90s R&B. I don't need to hear Bruno. It's feel-good music. Exactly, Brittany. Giving very much TLC first album vibes. Vanity! Giving me very much. Dripping in finesse, very much. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Like, I don't know what exactly you call that. That ba-ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da. Like that type of thing. I don't know. I'm sure there's like a musical term for that. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's giving very much that. It's definitely like slamming the motherfucking nostalgia button. But as a bitch that my mother was motherfucking playing me TLC's fucking first and second albums when I was a very small little girl, up and away. Like as somebody that knows some motherfucking TLC, as somebody that knows some motherfucking Lisa Left Eye, because Cardigan Backyardigan is doing her best Lisa Left Eye cosplay impersonation as well. Absolutely she is. Meets Nicki Minaj. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. New Jack Swing, that's what it is, right? New Jack Swing, that's just New Jack Swing. So TLC is also considered New Jack Swing. Like, I'm just not impressed. I'm not impressed. But people don't know Black American music. This is what I'm saying. It's so important to know our history and our culture. It's really true. Like, it sounds corny. Like, it sounds, you know how people say, like, if you don't know your history and if you don't know where you came from type shit, like, you don't know where you're going or you don't know what's going on. It's really true. Like, it's really true. Like, it seems like something that people just say and you're like, what does that even mean? But it's really true, because it's like, if you don't know your Black American history, if you don't know your Black American culture, if you don't know your Black American music history, then you don't know where this stuff comes from. Which is why I think like that, again, like I said, like that's why Bruno Mars gets to become like an international fucking icon, using this like Black American iconography that people don't know where it came from, and they just like give him all the credit and all the everything for it, because they don't know. Even other Black people, like even other Black Americans that are like riding with this so hard, because they don't know. They're ignorant. They don't know. You have to know. You have to know. You have to know. Like, you have to know what your history is. And I'm not talking about, y'all know, I'm not talking about no go back to Africa type shit, because motherfuckers love, that's part of it too. Like, motherfuckers love to like jump over Black American history here, which is the fucking foundation of everything. Like, it's sick. Like, it's real perverse to me. Like, it's a whole weird, perverse, sick thing, mindset or something. Partisan Fontaine professionally writes for Cardi B. Yeah, Partisan is her professional writer. Ambiguously Black, but not really Black, is a comfort for some. It's the safer version of Blackness. Let me scroll back up. Y'all know. Let's just go on. Let's just go on. Let's just go on back. Um, you can see what a bit now, Owen? Sorry, I think I missed something. I just saw a comment that said, damn, I could see it a bit now. What can you see now? I liked Bruno when he was pop. He actually lost me with that last album. It was just like very much like, it was very much nigger signifiers. It was very much, I'ma kiss myself, I'm so pretty. Motherfucker, you not no goddamn James Brown, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Like, very deliberate, you know, like, signifiers, you know, like you went from the pop music, you went from the ukulele music and shit from Hawaii, you from Hawaii ass, like you went from the ukulele music and the pop music to the nigger shit, and the nigger shit hit, didn't it? The nigger shit blew up, didn't it? Didn't it? Didn't it? Didn't it? And also, I think why this convo confuses people is because when you say this, I think people are thinking that you're saying that he's not talented, but that's not what you're saying. Again, keep making, I can literally say that I think Bruno Mars is very talented. He can sing and dance, but he just has no identity. He's a cosplayer. He's an impersonator. People hear what they want. They're going to take what they want from that statement. I was kind of here for Bruno when he was in the pop grenade lane making ukulele music, but I lost interest and respect for him when he went into black cosplay mode. What I hate is a narrative going around that black people don't care about the sounds ripping off, that niggas don't appreciate it, so let Bruno do it better than us niggas. Number one, he's not doing it better than anybody. It's literally a blatant rip off, and it's not improved. Like, you can go watch, I will never forget watching a performance, and this man did a whole New Edition routine. Nothing was changed. Nothing was changed. Now, can Bruno Mars dance a little bit? Sure. But was anything changed from the New Edition routine? No. He was dressed like Bobby Brown. The whole entourage was up there dressed like New Edition. They did New Edition's whole routine. Now, I knew it was New Edition. Was there any type of anything that was said before? We better do this New Edition routine because we love New Edition so much, and we want y'all to know New Edition too, and we want y'all to know Bobby Brown too. Everybody should go look up some New Edition after this. No. They went up there with their New Edition clothes on, singing their New Edition, New Jack Swing songs, doing the whole New Edition choreography, and they don't even say where it's from, right? And it's the same thing with everything. It's the same thing with the funk music. It's black artists doing funk music right now. Phony people. Got a man, but I'm fucking around with Megan Thee Stallion because I'm young and I can't be tied down. Like, there's people out there doing funk music right now, but they can't get put on because they're black. Like, it's a cycle. Like, it's a vicious cycle. People ignore them because they're black. They don't get put on. They don't get not even 1/10 of the attention or the acclaim or anything that a non-black person of color or a white person could get. And then people try to say, well, the niggas don't want to do it. No, the niggas can't get on because of the racism, the anti-blackness. Just like the people that try to say, well, the black Americans don't act. All these motherfucking acting schools, Juilliard and shit. Yahya Abdul-Mateen went to Yale. What's his name? Also went to Yale. Paperboy from Atlanta. Yale acting school. All this acting school, but they try to say, oh, black Americans don't want to act. Black Americans just want to rap. No, we don't even get the opportunity. But then motherfuckers will turn around, and this isn't everything, right? STEAM, coding, motherfuckers will be like, the niggas just not into it. No, like the opportunity is not there, the access, the attention, none of that. And then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, and then other motherfuckers, even black ones, be like, well, the niggas just don't want to do it, so just let him do it. Fucking idiots. And again, ignorance. Like, it keeps boiling back down to ignorance. Like, motherfuckers truly, like, they don't know. And so they just talk. They have a whole uninformed opinion. But then they want to argue. It's so much. It's so much. So much. So much. I just be wanting to tell people, shut the fuck up all the time. Like, shut up. You don't even know what you're talking about. Shut the fuck up. Thank you again, King Kimbro. Bruno followed the Elvis blueprint, and he's still begging for a Grammy performance. The arrogance of it all. Bruno is talented, but it's totally inauthentic. It's definitely the Elvis blueprint. He has no identity, and the link up with Anderson .Paak is just disgraceful. They care too much about the frauds, acting like these assholes are paying their rent. Make it make sense. The way Bruno finessed a couple pop hits first to get his name out there and then use blackface to blow the fuck up and make black music for whites is wild. Hi, Brooke. Yes, I do think, yes, I would say that it is primarily, Keep Making said, how does someone properly appreciate without appropriating? Is it primarily based in innovation? Yes, I would say that it's primarily based in innovation. You can be inspired. You can be inspired. People can definitely be inspired. But like I said, if you fucking literally dress up in the same clothes as Bobby Brown and you're doing the exact same, the whole motherfucking two-step, bitch, like the whole 8 count, you didn't change not one thing. It wasn't like you just used one little move, you know? Like, for example, a lot of people are inspired by like the little Kid and Play dance, right? So they might work an element of the Kid and Play dance into their choreography, right? That's inspiration. And especially because the Kid and Play dance is like real well known. But especially if you even say like, and this was inspired by Kid and Play, like look for it, see if you can find it. This is our whole combination, whatever. You can innovate. You can innovate based around something that pre-exists, because people do say, you know, like, oh, there's nothing new under the sun, whatever. You can innovate around something that pre-exists. Nothing about this man's career is innovative. Literally nothing. It's literally an impersonation. Like, literally, like, the fact that how I even heard of this person was that I knew the Trinidad James song and it was the exact same words is terrifying. Like, you can innovate, but I think that innovation, I don't want to say that innovation is dying, but I think that, you know, like TikTok, right? Like the whole concept of TikTok is that you take a pre-existing audio that already exists, something that people have already said, and then you can like put your own thing to it. So you have some people that are in fact able to innovate or inspire off of that, and they're able to take the same words. Oh my God, they're totally gonna know. They're not gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. And do a whole entire skit, something that you never would have thought out of those words. But then you might have 100 other TikTokers that do that exact same skit that first person did, right? They are not innovating. The first person did, but the people that came after didn't. But the whole concept of TikTok is like stealing. So, but that was just like the first thing that came to mind. It's possible to innovate. Like, and the fact that people, none of y'all, I'm not talking to anybody here, but the fact that people, it seems like they don't even understand the concept of innovation or inspiration is terrifying. Like, it is sad. Like, it is a little bit, you know, and we talk about this a lot. Like, we talk about pop culture a lot here. And this idea of like, where is pop culture going? Where's it going? Because people don't even know how to innovate or be inspired without doing a blatant ripoff. Like, I do think you can be inspired without blatantly ripping off. I really do. I've noticed that mainstream music isn't moving forward. I took a trade before I went to school for social work. I'm happy I did, because I did not like social work. Went into the trade as a career, then built my education on the trade. Exactly, Tina. Why are people even collaborating with Anderson .Paak after he said those colorist things? He was way out of line. You know why. Like, motherfuckers don't care about that colorist shit he said. They support that shit. Like, I wasn't even surprised that it was him. Like, of course he's gonna be the tap dancing coon blacking it up for Bruno Mars. Like, of all the people, like, of course it's the fucking colorist, Anderson .Paak. Not even surprised. Yes, the SATs, look it up. Non-blacks use Black American vernacular English like, this thing busted, woo child, period, per. That's why they're trying to get the SATs out of school now. The devil is literally in the details. All standardized tests are for these reasons. It's the fleek for me, child. Yes, and I'm pretty sure the SATs backfired when poor whites were tested, and it just turned out that education or access to education was an issue. So what you're telling me is the SAT means literally nothing. Good to know. Um, Everything isn't about race. Yes, the fuck it is. And I'm not the one who made it that way, so don't complain to me about it. Wow, niggas always said that the SATs was rigged against black people. And of course, we never believed it was. But it is. I never knew all that. Dang. I don't even like the Weeknd's corny ass either. May the Lord release the black women in my family from the shackles of Backyardigan and Cardigan's music. I feel like Summer Walker is top tier R&B. I wish he'd fall back from social media, but then again, yeah, I see. I feel like Summer Walker is a good example of, let's say, inspiration. Playing games, right? Playing games extrapolated Say My Name from Destiny's Child. Playing games sounds literally nothing. It sounds nothing like Say My Name. It sounds nothing like it. Just except for like that one little part. But even that part is like slowed down, like it's sang in a different key. Like we all know that part is from the Destiny's Child song, but it was inspired. She didn't just take the whole song and then be like, this is my song now. This is my bike now, fool. Like motherfuckers is out here Debo-ing shit. The rags to riches comment about Cardi makes a lot of sense. People are living vicariously through her. Hi, Chris. People see themselves in her. I think people love love the personality that she's cultivated as well, and they like her makeup and looks. They like her because they too think they'll be a mediocre artist one day, just like Cardigan Backyardigan. Black women that love her are expressing their own internalized anti-blackness through Cardi. They like ratchetness only as long as it's from her. She grew up in the Bronx. She came from nothing. She's culturally black anyway. You know that's not a real thing, Jules. You know how I feel about that. Fraudy made transphobic remarks too that everyone forgot. I think people really see themselves in Cardi. They know someone like her, so she feels like a homegirl to them. We're definitely invested in living vicariously through people. Yeah, we are. Yes. Yeah, that's a part of it. That's a part of it. Living vicariously through these motherfucking celebrities. Definitely a part of it. Stan culture is also riddled with white kids hiding under their faves pictures, and they be racist. Is bringing obscure culture into the mainstream a good thing or a bad thing? Majority of the time, it gets watered down to be digestible and palatable and turns into something worse. At Sims 3. Ooh, on a TLC tip. New Jack Swing music. Yeah, you had it right. Lisa Left Eye also got mad sons. Nothing like the 90s R&B. Bruno Mars knows exactly what he's doing. He hired a bunch of niggas to dance and sing backup for him to make what he was doing look better. Bruno Mars ain't dumb. And if he was white, everybody would see it. But since he's a non-black person of color, like I said, he's black adjacent. Like, he's close enough. Just like Cardigan Backyardigan, which I said before, these labels and shit, they learned. Like, they saw we're not going to accept certain types of artists. So they come up with somebody like Bruno Mars. They come up with somebody like Cardi B. Somebody that's like just, like, aren't they? Like, just close enough to get a pass. I'm not giving out no motherfucking black passes. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Oh, my dad's a Puerto Rican pimp from the Bronx. Shut the fuck up. You from Hawaii, you Elvis impersonator. Shut your ass up. Cardi has remixed so many Left Eye concepts and on outfits. It's getting ridiculous. Like, come on. TLC is considered New Jack Swing. Sorry, you guys know I have a drip back here. Cardi doesn't write her own stuff like Lisa, though. Party writes all her stuff. Yeah. You know what's really annoying? They'll play the Waterfall song on the radio now and we'll take out Lisa's part. Like, what the fuck? That rap goes. When did people start to infantilize celebrities? Because it makes me very uncomfortable. These people are adults who can make their own decisions and handle the consequences. That's another thing. That's definitely another element of stan culture, along with like living vicariously through their faves. These celebrities, people also act like they have to defend their faves and shit. Like, which is even why I also said in my video, like, y'all all on me, trying to like get on me and send me threats and shit. But like, your fucking fave, who's a grown ass man that's older than me, will never see me in person and take this criticism face to face. So again, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Your fave don't have no problem doing lines of cocaine off bitches' fucking titties in Vegas, getting busted for fucking coke binges. But he's a fucking, oh, he's such a nice person. He's such a kid. There's a whole fabricated identities and shit around these people too. Very deliberate sympathy and payola. Partisan Fontaine professionally ghost writes for Cardi B. Nobody could touch Left Eye in raps and lyrics. Definitely not Cardi. Left Eye wrote from a different level of consciousness. Ambiguously black, but not really black, is comfort food for some. It's definitely the safer version of blackness for a lot of people. I think a lot of people see Cardi as a vessel for progress and acceptance because white people like her acting ratchet. They don't understand that black people don't get treated the same. Which is exactly my point about fucking Bruno. Like, motherfuckers don't understand. Like, they really think, like, Bruno's taking our black music all over the world. Yeah, and those people all over the world will still call you a gorilla because they still don't like black people. That's the problem. That's the problem. Like, niggers don't have to be flattered, which is another thing, the internalized anti-blackness of people feeling like they're black and they're not shit. Blackness isn't shit. Black music isn't shit. Black culture isn't shit. Or they have no culture. All this. Black people are really beat down. Black Americans are very beat down. There's a lot of people that have internalized anti-blackness that they feel validated. Like, oh, Bruno loves our stuff and he's taking our stuff all over the world. That's great. We're getting validated by these non-black people of color, you know, these white people. Cardi's making it acceptable to be hood. Not for your black ass. You still a gorilla and a monkey and all that to all these people. While these non-black POCs and these white people get rich off our shit that you're supporting because your dumbass think it's gonna do something for you. Shut ignorant. Like, shut up. I just be wanting people to shut the fuck up so bad. Shut the fuck up. I definitely prefer Bruno Mars when he was singing about catching grenades for white women. People's attention spans are very short, so they don't want to research black music and see where a lot of things today came from. Bruno should have just stayed in his lane and played his ukulele. Hi, Daniel. It's wild that people don't know some of this stuff, though. The 90s was not that long ago. It's true, Ori. Hi, Taj Mahal. Hi, Senna. Yep, she did, Jules. She did. Also, Bruno Mars calling himself pretty doesn't mean the same thing as James Brown calling himself pretty. It just doesn't. Like, it doesn't have the same resonance. Like, James Brown calling himself pretty as, like, a dark-skinned black American during that time period has some type of meaning behind it. Bruno fucking stealing the shit. Oh, kiss myself, I'm so pretty. Like, you're even watering down the meaning of what it means, right? Like, when they have fucking Zoe Saldana dress up as fucking Nina Simone and say Nina Simone's words. That's offensive. Like, shut up. Shut your mouth. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Don't you be using Nina Simone's words while you're in blackface. Did a whole video on that got to AJ Plus. A whole video on Zoe Saldana. Bruno said, put some perm on your attitude. I was like, don't you mean relaxer? And I ain't like that shit either. Why are you talking about perms? You don't even know what you're talking about. You're not black. You're not in our culture. Get out. I just Googled and Party definitely wrote up. Party is talented. Sheesh. Bruno Mars is out here talking about throwing a perm on your attitude. Like, what the fuck do you know about perms? And second of all, that made no sense, but people loved it. Like, if you really look at the lyrics, so many of the lyrics don't make sense. It literally looks like they just like threw some black American vernacular English and slang terminology in a blender. And like I said, they just was like throwing words on the whiteboard. And then they was just picking shit. Okay, dripping in finesse. Got it. All right. Let's put the TLC beat on it. Let's dress them up like it's in living color, and you know, throw it out there. The niggers will love it, and the niggers did love it, didn't they? AOC stays being problematic. She's every woman. It's all in her. She's the same. She's black, indigenous, Jewish, Middle Eastern. She's whatever. Definitely black adjacent. The music is not being passed on. The music history. I noticed that. Honestly, the first time listening to young vloggers, the babies out here, their parents only listen to new music. They don't like the old stuff. Again, King Kimbrough. Thank you. Or they'll say you're just a hater because they're lazy. They don't want to know any better. Put some perm on your attitude. You need to relax. Okay, Bruno, you're not even black. He knows all. Actually, I take that back. Bruno knows all about perms because his ass got a curly perm. He has a curly perm. Thundercat is a dope funk artist. Nobody talks about him. Also, I feel like celebrities and public figures try to be everything culturally and socially these days. Just be yourself. Bruno needs to sit his wide hip having ass down somewhere. A lot of artists are counting on people not looking up history and researching the folks they pulled from. Yes, exactly, Frozen. Exactly. Bruno is at least talented, but Cardi is not even a little. She stays off beat. I low-key think that's why she won't drop a second album, because she's scared. And people try to say she was better than, you know what, whatever. Have you listened to the podcast Jacked about New Jack Swing? It's hosted by Taraji P. Henson. Highly recommend. I never heard of it. I'll check it out. Brian Tyree Henry. Thank you. That's his name, Owen. Thank you. That's his name. I think it's kind of weird that men ghostwrite for women artists like Cardi, and then they disguise it as female empowerment anthems. That's interesting wishful thinking. If a black American artist came out singing some New Jack Swing music, they would say it's outdated. Exactly, Northern Belle. His whole, like, this man's whole everything is predicated on him not being black. Like, it wouldn't be cool. It wouldn't be exotic. It wouldn't be different. It wouldn't be fresh and funky and original. It would just be some more niggas doing some nigga shit. The gag is also that he copied Janelle Monáe. Talk about Bruno fraud. Nicole Beharie is trained at Juilliard and got blackballed. Can't even get in shit. I bet Janelle Monáe hates Bruno. Didn't pay no homage. It's the willful ignorance for me. Hi. Bruno could hold the note and he could dance a little bit. Nobody is debating that. He's just doing black cosplay. We have a problem with it. Other culture is stealing our culture. I can't stand it. People have a distorted perception of Janelle if they think she'd hate him. I kind of do think that Janelle Monáe is one of those people that would be like, it's awesome that he loves our culture. You know, niggers don't listen to funk music. They're too busy buying chicken and Jordans and gold chains. We should let all the motherfucking Filipinos come in and do our shit. They'll at least honor it like you niggers won't. You fucking niggers. This is how I feel like Janelle Monáe really thinks. I don't know. Like, this is how I really feel like Janelle Monáe really thinks. Like, fucking niggers and their fucking chicken. I don't even eat chicken. Janelle seems like one of those people that won't eat fried chicken and watermelon in public because she's scared of what white people would think. You know? Like, I don't eat this type of thing in fucking public. Because what would white people think? Niggas need to stop eating Popeyes and go vote. The last part she really said, though. The last part she really said, I didn't make that up. The last part she really did say. She really did say that. Did a video about it. Like, she said niggas don't vote, but they could go buy Popeye's chicken sandwiches. I was like, damn, Janelle Monáe. Motherfuckers can't vote and eat chicken? Like, shit. Like, y'all really have a problem with black Americans eating chicken. It's not our fault that there's a stereotype about chicken. Like, it's not even our fault. Like, that'd be the worst part about it. Black Americans can't win for losing. It should don't even be our fault. Let me scroll back up. Where was I? Okay, there we are. The Elvis, Michael Jackson, James Brown, and Prince blueprint is what Bruno's on. I freaking hate Friday because she's famous for no reason. Janelle isn't very fond of Black Americans, honestly. We get locked out of everything and then blamed for it. I've spent the last decade watching talented Black acts put out fire projects and flop, but Black people aren't doing that kind of music, huh? You'll fall for everything if you don't know your Black American history facts. Janelle Monáe is definitely friends with the cool Negroes Brigade. Black Americans could be multi-talented and still have to jump through hoops to prove their work. This definitely goes for all industries. When Bruno toured with Janelle Monáe, he definitely copied her. Honestly, even the story of Red Veil, what's Red Veil? Even the story of Red Veil shows me that white people and critics are so quick to write off talented, not even just white people, but are so quick to write off talented Black people in exchange for someone else that's not Black. We're in the era of copy and paste right now. Nobody wants to use that noggin to be innovative. Exactly, Kakashi Cowboy. Bruno Mars is just a TikToker with money. I remember you said you saw people arguing over something, and person A provided facts and evidence, and person B was like, oh, I didn't know, so why are you arguing with this person? I just posted in Discord. Hi, Blackamore. I just posted in Discord. Somebody hit me up talking about why is Beyonce appropriating Greek letters with Homecoming. They were like, I'm Greek, and I don't know why Beyonce is appropriating Greek letters with Homecoming for aesthetic purposes. Are you going to talk about that? And I was like, well, actually, the whole reference point for Homecoming was the Divine Nine, the Black Greek, you know, fraternities and sororities, the fraternal organizations at historically Black colleges and universities. I was like, have you heard of those? And they were like, no, I'm not American. But you ran up in here. You ran up in here in these DMs to fucking say that Beyonce was stealing Greek shit for aesthetic purposes. You ran up motherfucking in here. People are waiting. Number one, people are waiting to catch Beyonce in something. They want Beyonce so bad. Ooh, they want Beyonce so bad. Y'all know that's how Beyonce grew on me. They want to catch Beyonce doing something. Ooh, they little teeth are just, they're just like, ooh, Beyonce. But even outside of Beyonce, like, motherfuckers don't be knowing nothing about Black American history, culture, nothing. They want to catch us. Like, they want to catch us. They want to catch us doing something. Like, they want to catch us doing something so bad. So they could be like, see, those Black Americans be doing shit too. But they can't catch us doing nothing because we haven't done shit. Black Americans don't do anything to anybody. We just be chilling. We just be chilling. We just be chilling. They dream about catching B slipping. They waiting on Beyonce's demise and she knows it. They salivating for her to slip. They waiting. Bushy Brows. They're like, ooh. They're gonna get her. They knew. They was like, ooh, finally I got this bitch. Why she got these Greek letters on? But never even heard of deltas and shit. Come on now. You could have Googled it. Like, there were, again, like, motherfuckers can't even look shit up. There was so much literature around, like, the meaning behind Homecoming and, like, even, like, the branding of Homecoming and the clothes they had on and the band shit. Like, you couldn't even do the bare minimum of Googles. You was literally just like, nope, nigger, I'm mad. Another great funk band is The Internet, who's widely slept on. Everything they release is funk, but it's actually original, unlike Bruno and all these copycats. My mother loves The Internet. She stands them so hard. And this is somebody that loves, like, George Clinton and, like, Parliament, like, raised me on that stuff. She really loves The Internet. Changes are happening and must happen. I took the ACT with no preparation and got the same score as I did months later when I studied every day for it. I knew something was funny about standardized tests even then. Guapale's secret song, she flipped Aaliyah's Are You Somebody. She framed the song around the secret aspect of meeting someone on the low. You could definitely be inspired, said Black Woman Read. Thank you, Super Chat. US Blues, thank you. The wild thing about the internet is that they're also affiliated with Frank Ocean and Tyler the Creator, and they still don't get the level of exposure that they should. But if the internet was made up of a group of like non-black POCs, they would be everywhere, and we all know it. And that's also why my commentary is so triggering for people, because in the back of their minds, they know. The internet is so incredibly talented. No black passes, no invites, no invites to the cookout. Ego Death, one of the best albums from the 2010s. Cookout passes have been revoked. The internet is dope. Bryson Tiller has something that's from Say My Name also. It's a different instrumental, totally different arrangement. Like you can be inspired. It's not that hard. Well, actually it is hard. True inspiration and innovation is very difficult. It's much easier to copy paste and slap some shit together, especially when you're not black and you know that people are going to eat it up, up to and including black people. Exactly, black adjacent, far enough from blackness, and just clearly non-white, but they're still based on the sliding scale with blackness on the bottom. Right, which is why I keep saying it's a hierarchy. Like, I think the hierarchical structure also throws people off, because people feel like, people were saying this about Cardi for a long time. When you were like, well, she's not black, they'd be like, well, she's not white, so what is she? It's not only black and white. We're on a whole hierarchical structure of race, ethnicity, and nationality. People don't understand that. Don't understand that. Don't understand that. They really think it's just white people and everybody else, because white people are the center of motherfuckers' whole world, for real. Their whole identity is centered around whiteness. Let's see. Who told y'all to take our black music around the world? Y'all are just rebranding it in whiteface. Exactly. The ukulele music wasn't selling like Bruno wanted, so he appropriated black culture and became a superstar with all types of accolades, and that's the issue. Exactly, Blackamore. Funny how the further you get away from blackness is the closer proximity to safeness. Maybe I will, Daniel. Maybe I will. Shut the front door. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Perm on your attitude. What? People don't really pay attention to the lyrics of songs these days at all. The new biopic for Aretha Franklin is called Respect with Jennifer Hudson. That's what it is. Have you heard about the new biopic for Aretha Franklin? Because I'm tired of people talking about that other shit that's not even a biopic. I'm tired of people bigging up shit that they hate but not actually supporting black Americans. Outrage, like, outrage clicks and rage trolling and shit. I've done several videos on that as well. That is a whole thing. Motherfuckers need to support respect and stop talking about that other shit and giving it free press and free promo and spreading it around and not talking about the one with Jennifer Hudson, who was handpicked by Aretha Franklin to play her. And it has a release date. It's coming out in August. So, like, seriously. AOC literally doesn't believe in black Americans getting reparations until Latinos get them for Jim Crow. I'm tired of talking about her. Hi, Savannah. Bruno Mars is all over the place musically and probably going to do something else from a different era for his next solo project. Yes, the main character in Snowfall is a foreign black, not a black American. Black people will also definitely support non-black soul more than our own. Internalized anti-blackness, Richie. Absolutely. Just like in Down to Earth, the Chris Rock movie, there's a whole bit where Chris Rock is trying to perform at the Apollo. He's a comedian. There's a whole bit where it's like a montage of like black singers, and they're all singing I'm not going, and you're gonna love me from fucking Dreamgirls, right? And all the black people are getting booed, even though they're blowing, like they're blowing it out of the water. They all get booed by the all black crowd at the Apollo. And then the very last person to come out and sing the exact same song is fucking John Cho, who's dressed up also like Prince. He has this like purple vest, this like purple sequin vest, and this like white poofy blouse. And he's not even singing that good, but he's doing all this jumping around the stage and time, and the niggas is going crazy. The niggas is screaming. That's Bruno Mars. Like, and the niggas love it. And Down to Earth is a movie from like 2003. Like, the shit's been going on for a long ass time. Like, anybody with fucking eyeballs can fucking see what's going on. Let me not do that for motherfuckers try to say I'm in the Illuminati. Anybody with eyeballs can see what's going on. Like, if you have never seen that scene, it's in the pinned comment on my buy wig video. There's a link. You should go watch it. It's like less than a minute. I'm waiting for the day the infatuation with Ariana Grande runs out and people realize this white girl made a career in blackface. Bruno's definitely also going to steal from Anderson .Paak when this is all over. Cardi is fundamentally a very bad rapper. People went along with her at first because they liked her, but the fun is over. These new singles aren't sticking. Taylor Swift is the perfect example of some of this as well. She will have an all, if not mostly, room full of male writers, but then talks about feminism and men, won't even hire women. Girl, bye. Janelle Monáe's Electric Lady was 3 whole years before 24K Magic and only did all right, and it's very similar music, and they went on tour. Janelle actually likes Bruno a lot. She headlined for him on tour even though he does better than her. There are a couple legends. Oh, never mind, let me skip that. Non-black people love cosplaying as black folks, and black folks love it too. Janelle really did say that stuff about chicken, though. She really did say that stuff about chicken and voting. Janelle was definitely going off on niggas buying the chicken sandwich. She did apologize, though. She said it was ignorant, said Owen. I eat chicken while looking white people dead in the eyes, said Black Breeze. Janelle and that Popeye's comment took me out. How are you mad at niggas for eating a cheap-ass sandwich? Tim said fried chicken has done more for me than any of these politicians. Chicken kept me warm on a cold night. What have these politicians done for me? They haven't done half of what chicken has done. I don't even eat chicken. It's just funny. We could eat salads and white people will have something to say about that too. No, I do eat watermelon and I will tear up some watermelon. I had the juice running down my chin. I dare a cracker to say something so I could throw that watermelon in their face and sue. It's a terrible discrimination. That's Most Def from fucking Next Day Air. Most Def was like stealing out of boxes and he was like, and I dare some white person to accuse me of stealing. I'm gonna go on Larry King and cry. It's a terrible discrimination. These chicken comments are taking me out. Folks were really going crazy for the election. It was too much. So ridiculous. I remember being a black kid and being like, everybody eats chicken. The stereotype makes no sense. Oh, okay. I hate Anthony Fantano. Who the fuck made him the fucking expert? Another one. Another example of a cracker that got famous, made a whole career, talk about black music and rap and shit. Who the fuck is fucking Anthony Fantano? I can't stand that dude. That's somebody that I want Solange to like slap the shit out of. Because you know Solange doesn't really like white reviewers and white critics. Like, somebody needs to tell that dude about himself. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. You need to go review some Beck or something. Like, shut up. People really think blacks are lazy and not talented. when when they get everything from us, Warren, is so much. It's so extreme. It's so extreme. Beyonce explained everything in the Homecoming documentary. All they had to do was watch. This is what I'm saying. Like, people really be ignorant, but they have an opinion. I will never understand that. I won't understand. They're waiting on Beyonce's demise, and she knows it. They dream about catching B slipping. They're salivating for her to slip. Does this Greek person also come after the non-Greek white folks who use Greek letters for their own fraternities and sororities? Of course not, Nicole. Just the niggers. Black Americans mind their own business. We've mastered that ish, and it drives everybody nuts. They wake up in cold sweats waiting for Black Americans to fuck up. People don't read. There were definitely lots of articles that wrote about her references to HBCU culture, and Google is free. Hey, Owen! Now y'all really understand. Well, all them years ago, I was like, listen, motherfuckers, Google ain't broke. People really don't know how to Google. They really just will talk first and Google never. Like, and just don't care, and bold and don't care. And we're also living now in the era of, well, I don't care if I'm wrong. I said what I said. Okay, remain ignorant then. Stop talking to me. Let's see. Y'all talking about somebody I don't know. Appropriating Greek letters, please. Greek letters came from Egyptian culture. Oh, did they really? The internet is also led by... Hi, Teddy. The internet is also led by a masculine Black lesbian. There's sexism and homophobia towards the internet as well. People have seen Cardi's parents. I don't even know where this so-called Black is coming from. They're high-key contributing to colonization and thievery by globetrotting with our culture like that. I'll never forget when Charlemagne the Coon God said that cultural appropriation is not real and that Black people should be flattered and excited that other types of people like our stuff. And I was just like, you really must not like being Black. Like, you really feel flattered and validated by people stealing from you. Like, imagine, okay, like, imagine. Am I back? See, you see that? They try to take me off. They try to take me off. As soon as I was about to make this analogy. They try to take me off. Let's get into this analogy. Imagine, I said Charlemagne, I will never forget Charlemagne the Coon God being like, cultural appropriation is not real because Black people should be flattered that other types of people like our stuff. And I was like, wow, like, you must really not like being Black. Like, you must really think being Black is the bottom of the barrel. Like, and then I was going to say, like, imagine you come home and your whole house is empty. All your shit is gone. All your furniture is gone, everything. And being like, and sitting down in the middle of your empty fucking room, your empty ass apartment, or your empty ass whatever, and being like, well, you know, this must mean I have some great ass taste. I'm really glad that somebody liked my stuff. I like that stuff too. I thought that was a really nice couch too. You know, like, I feel really happy that some motherfuckers like my stuff to come in here and take it. What is that? Like, it's a totally, like, it's, again, like, it's rooted in internalized anti-Blackness. And just this idea of, like, we're not shit. We're nothing. We are the dirt on the bottom of motherfucker's shoe. Our culture ain't shit. We are not nothing until somebody comes and validates us. And I just, like, don't, I'm not with that. Like, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. Like, nah, I'm not flattered. You're not coming up in my house taking all my stuff. My stuff is locked up. Sorry. But not sorry. It's funny because a 90s group, Technotronic, had a masculine lesbian as the lead, and they had hits, but she was a non-Black POC. Virgo Stan, have you seen my video called Why I Hate Adele? Because that's exactly why I hate Adele too. Like, Jasmine Sullivan makes the same kind of music, can't get a hit. As talented as the artist Jasmine Sullivan is, she has only one certified album. Meanwhile, Adele has several diamond albums. Same exact thing. And who are some of Adele's biggest fans? niggas. And if you, as a black person, say you don't like Adele, which I've been in this situation many times, people look at you like you have 3 heads. And they say that her music is so good, her music is so amazing, and that is no other black artist making music like that right now. And then when you say, oh, Jasmine Sullivan, here, listen to this song, Lions and Tigers and Bears, they'd be shocked. Shocked Pikachu face. Like, they never heard it. They don't know nothing about it. Because she's black. The problem is anti-blackness. Like, I'm going to keep saying it. Like, I'm going to keep saying it. Like, I'm gonna keep saying it. It's weird. I haven't seen much TV or internet promo for Jennifer's Aretha biopic because we don't want black American culture from black Americans. Y'all, I keep getting proven right, and people keep fighting me on these ideas. They're fighting me so hard. I just want them to just, like, accept it. Yes, look it up. Respect. Look it up, Melanated Cutie. Respect. Jennifer Hudson, I want to say Marlon Wayans. It's like an all-star black American cast. Look it up, please. Respect. It was the Delphonics. They did hit. OMG, you're right. Bruno's next project is going to be early 2000s slow jams. Ori, don't put that out there into the universe. I cannot take a T-Pain, Bruno Mars era. You guys, I just got stressed out. I can't take early 2000s. I can't take an early 2000s era. I can't take an early 2000s. I can't take a Nelly and Kelly era from Bruno. Please, please no. Please no. No, I can't take a buy you a drink era. Kill it with fire. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. Oh, God. Now I'm going to be laying in bed at 3 o'clock in the morning thinking about that. Like, why did you just say that? Why did you just say that? Let me finish up this chat because now I have to go. Because now I have to go call my therapist because now I'm stressed. Like, what the fuck? You're probably right. We should call it the Adele phenomenon. I was a huge fan until I became politically conscious and realized she was just put on a pedestal for singing like a black woman. But it's not even like the Adele phenomenon. It's not the Bruno Mars phenomenon, which is why I said in my video, by Wig, like, it's not about Bruno. Like, this is going back to fucking Elvis. This is going back to the Beach Boys. I never knew until we just watched Cadillac Records. Yeah, Cadillac Records. Sorry, I was about to say something else. I never knew until we watched Cadillac Records that Surfin' USA was originally a Chuck Berry song. I never knew that. Like, Chuck Berry got paid all the royalties of this song. I guess to this day, like, his estate is, like, getting it because it's his song. Like, it's not even Adele phenomena, Bruno. This is something that's as old as slavery, right? When you had slaves that were singing certain type of songs and hymns out in the field that the fucking white people heard, and they started incorporating that into this, like, Dixie music, okay? Like, this is it's a historical precedent. It's a historical issue. And the fucking issue is anti-blackness, and especially anti-black American sentiment. And this idea that all of our music and all of our everything is better coming from somebody else. Again, like, this is why it be so, like, when people want to fight me on these ideas, I be wanting to be like, you're wrong, you're incorrect, like, you're ignorant, like, you don't even understand what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is not just a modern day problem. Y'all want to make it like as if I just hate Bruno, or I just hate Adele, or I just hate this person or that person. I just got a problem with fucking black Brits. No, the problem is a historical problem with regards to anti-black sentiment, and especially anti-black American sentiment in the United States. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem with everything. And it touches every industry, and it touches everywhere. It's not just strictly, you know, the system of racism, white supremacy, which is why you have people like Jenny Mai that try to say, like, there's no hierarchy, and, like, we're all fighting against white racism. No, nah, because anti-blackness, you don't have to deal with anti-blackness. And anti-blackness is some real shit. Some real shit. Some real shit. Anthony Fantano looks like he serves the dark web. He was an edgelord centrist for the longest time, and now all of a sudden he's woke. Goodbye. I took Janelle's comment about chicken personally, even though she wasn't speaking to me directly. But after her apology, I did like her again. Adele's obsession with Beyonce makes me uncomfortable because she knows she shouldn't have that position over her. That's why she's obsessed. Oh, King Kimbro, thank you. Yes, the Greek alphabet can be traced back to Egyptians and Mesopotamia. You know, whites don't create anything. They just take. So even funnier to be like, Beyonce's appropriating Greek letters. Shut the fuck up. I heard media tried to get you out of here for a second. Yes, I started buffering. Yeah. What in the thievery? Everybody likes our shit and everybody takes it. They have been for a while. Aren't they tired yet? I know I am. Brooke. Brooke is like, aren't they tired yet? I don't need other races' validation. Adele has literally made the same album back to back and keeps getting rewarded. Jasmine Sullivan will blow Adele out of the water. Lions and Tigers and Bears is better than Adele's whole discography. Seren, is it tough being right all the time? Shocked Pikachu face. We need a Pikachu emoji. Jasmine is an amazing singer and writer. People say R&B is dead, but they don't really support it. They don't want to support it unless it's coming from a white person. This also used to be like what they called like Larry Bird syndrome or whatever in sports, right? In basketball. Like the white guy gets to come and the white guy is just like in this fucking Jordan Last Dance shit. They talked about this other white guy, not Larry Bird, but this other white guy. I can't think of his name right now. I think he was like Canadian or Greek or I don't even know, some European something. And they was making out like this white boy was about to be like the new hot shit because we never really anymore. We never really see white boys balling like that. So when a white boy come, they're immediately the best. When a nigga come out balling, y'all know niggas can ball. Like, it's a different standard. It's a different standard. It's a different standard. I screamed the T-Pain Bruno Mars era. No, kill it with fire. Not a buy you a drink era. Bruno, no. Nelly and Kelly, except it'll be Bruno and Cardi. Oh, God. No, don't do it, Sam. We're getting Joe, I Want to Know remix Bruno. Bruno has taken up like 5 spaces for black singers that could be famous. Why would y'all try to speak that into existence? No early 2000s Bruno Mars version of black American culture, please. Oh, look, and Davey just said Larry Bird syndrome. Blue-Eyed Soul. Yeah, Blue-Eyed Soul. It's anti-black racism. This is even going back to the white woman who stole Baby Esther's act. Right, like it's been happening. It's been happening. I'll be sure Bruno Mars era next. We should take bets. We should take bets on what the next era is going to be. Maxwell era Bruno. Sim said stop. No. Bruno is definitely coming from Maxwell era and D'Angelo era next. All this is what Ma Rainey's Black Bottom is about, and people still haven't learned. They still haven't learned. They still haven't learned. Frozen. They still haven't learned. It's the precedent and the principle. Bruno gonna drop his version of Lemonade next. I hate y'all. There's common threads throughout American history. The problems are not new. People don't know. I blame the whitewashing of history. Everything is rotten down to the roots. Folks have a one-track mind these days and are unable to connect the dots. I filmed a video on this type of concept as well that I have to edit and upload. I'm trying to get it up, I guess, by next week. About how I feel real concerned about like this whole George Floyd, this sort of like third wave. I'm really concerned about the way that it's like not being connected back to like Mike Brown and Ferguson, not being connected back to Trayvon. Like, I was listening to the radio and they were like, you know, we're getting ready to start the trial for George Floyd, which sparked a racial reckoning of uprisings that we haven't seen since the 1960s civil rights era. I said, so y'all just gonna So y'all just gonna ignore Mike Brown like that? You just gonna ignore Trayvon? You just gonna ignore Freddie Gray, Kai Gurley, Sandra Bland? You just gonna, they just didn't happen. They just ain't even exist. They just, like, it's very much like a revisionist. It's weird. It's too much. Like, it's, like, again, and if we don't, again, like, if we don't remember what came before, like, how we got to where we are now, like, another thing I heard them talking about on the radio when they were like, oh, that it's been like a spike in like anti-black, like, hate crimes. And they were like, yeah, and they were, and like, statisticians and shit, and people were trying to like figure out like what's causing this. And, you know, they tracked it and they realized that like the spike occurred started happening roughly 10 years ago. And I was like, oh, you don't say. Like, roughly when Trayvon got killed, and like roughly when Barack Obama got elected. Like, these, like, people really trying to make it like as if these problems just started, or like as if they just started with Trump or something like that. And like now you have people that are like so confused. Social scientists, again, like statisticians, like people that are studying stats, like they're so confused, like they don't understand. Like, I don't motherfuckers don't remember nothing. It's weird. Oh God, we're getting Jagged Edge, Bruno Mars. I hate y'all. All popular American genres are black music, every single one. Yep, pop, rap, country, rock, gospel, R&B, all made by us. All of it, going back to ragtime. Scott Joplin, first American popular music, 1920, Scott Joplin, king of ragtime. The Entertainer, song that we all know from the ice cream truck. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. That was composed by a black American, Scott Joplin. Popular music, all popular music, all American popular music. Bruno's gonna pop out with Music Soul Child. I hate y'all. I really need to get to the bottom of this chat because I can't deal with y'all anymore. Where is Ja? Bruno Mars about to be out here singing Avant songs. Now that we've separated, we can't stand one another. That better not be the next era. Somebody says it's about to be You Got It Bad, Usher. They left pretending like anti-blackness isn't unique and specific. We wish it wasn't that way. That would make our life better if it wasn't. We got shunned out the game, had to do our own thing, and the same people that locked us out are continuously trying to take ours. It's tough being right all the time when no one will listen to you. Let's see. What era of Bruno is next? The early aughts, definitely. Some genuine Bruno. Bruno gonna be like, Usher stole my style next. Jaheim. Somebody else said Confession era, Usher. Bushy brows! Like, I could put editing and like pictures. I just don't because it's so time consuming and I normally don't care. Batman Pajama Bruno. Bruno gonna try to have a seat at the table next. When I get home, Bruno. The Solange fans will kill him. And I'll be the first one. I feel like they're trying to erase 2014 because the corporations and celebs were anti-Black Lives Matter back then, and they don't want history to know they were on the wrong side. Totally agree, wishful thinking. Totally agree. Why do people act like these murders by cops and racism are isolated incidents, not a chain of events? Where's our executive order? We've been doing this for the longest and still don't have shit. People are controlling the narrative. Pretty soon they're going to go beyond Mike Brown. They're going to ignore the whole civil rights movement in the 60s as well. None of this is new. We've been fighting for our rights. People are treating it like it's new. It's weird. Hi, Zafuri. They're trying to erase it because Obama was president then. People seem to think Black Lives Matter started last year. It's really weird. They hated me in 2014 when I was talking up and learning from you. Now it's popular and new. It's tired. Me and Robert was just talking about this. It's like very disorienting, especially when motherfuckers don't even apologize. Like, Common to this day has not apologized for that shit he said on Jon Stewart back in the day. And now he's like Mr. Woke Black Man. You should at least apologize for going on fucking Jon Stewart and saying that black people are the problem, not white people, and that black people need to extend a hand in love to whites and all this. You should at least acknowledge that it was even said and apologize. But instead, motherfuckers is trying to ignore it and act like all that shit didn't happen. That's why they hate motherfuckers like me that's been on here keeping a fucking active fucking record of the shit. Bruno Mars Lemonade. I really cannot take this crowd anymore. Jim has had enough. Yes, exactly, Mona. Maple Leaf Rag. You know you're Scott Joplin. I love people that know their Black American music history. Exactly. A spike in anti-Black racism, but we can't even get a hotline. These things been happening. The cultural amnesia is intentional. The events with Mike Brown and Trayvon don't even feel that long ago. I'm confused. Most Gen Z were in high school then. We weren't babies. I don't get it. Now that you say it, ragtime does have that rhythm. A white definitely didn't make that. So when you humming that song makes me want ice cream now. Hi, Casey. I have a Gen Z roommate and he plays all these remixes and samples and gets so shocked when I show him the original song. People don't remember anything. Oh, I see the book Taj Mahal. I just screenshotted it. These folks really think everything is new. When Bruno Mars quits cocaine and gains weight, he's gonna become Ruben Studdard. Omarion solo era. Got an icebox where my heart used to be. Icebox era, Bruno? He's definitely doing that whole icebox choreography. He's not going to change a thing. And everybody's going to act like they've never seen it before in their life. I also find that interesting. I remember when Black Lives Matter started, so many people were against it. Not everybody has switched up having BLM in their Twitter bios. Let's see. Common has always been a performative Black Panther. He doesn't have sense. He tried it. He narrates a show. Common, he narrates a show and he says something like, it's a show for Black people, but it's also for all people. Like, huh? I didn't forget that he said extend a hand in love. Hi, Olivia. I think I'm almost to the bottom. A touch Bruno era. Oh, Marion touch era from Bruno could definitely be in the works. Bruno stuttered. I hate y'all. I'm leaving. This better not manifest, or I'm blaming everybody that was in this chat today. Yeah, Olivia, you got here just in time to hear the talk about what's Bruno Mars' next era gonna be. They try to say it's about to be some early 2000s R&B. And I can't deal with y'all. I gotta go. So I will be seeing y'all on Sunday for Lackawanna Blues. I am going to be doing a video on basically what we were just talking about, how people are trying to act like a lot of this stuff is brand new and it's not, and it's really weird. And I'm tired of y'all. Thank you for oh my God, Bruno Wonder, I hate you so much. Oh my God, what's wrong with you? I gotta go. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Leave a link. Leave a comment on another video for the link if you want it, Erica. Bye. I'll see y'all on Sunday. Thank you for everyone that did super chat. Bye.